Sat Shri Akal ji, this is Simarpreet Kaur from FJ Visa and IELTS Coaching Center, Dasuha. Today I am going to discuss about the writing module of IELTS. As we know that there are two writing tasks in IELTS, that is task 1 and task 2. And in today's video we will talk about the task 1, the things we should follow and things we should not follow for the task 1. So firstly we have a clear look on the type of task that comes in writing task 1. So writing task 1 has to be finished in not more than 20 minutes, as we have to give time to writing task 2 also, that has to be written in 250 words. So writing task 1 needs 20 minutes and it also has to be completed in not less than 150 words. So I suggest that 150 to 170 words would be appropriate for writing task 1. And what does include, we will go one by one on each section. So we have bar graphs, we have line charts, flow charts, pie charts, maps and tables. These type of figures you will see in the writing task 1, and each and every type of figure should be practiced from time to time so that you can get familiar with the different type of questions and what are the things that has to be followed and what not to be followed. So we'll start with the first point, that is structure or to organize your task. This is the first thing that you have to do while doing your task. In writing task 1, as soon as the image is in front of you, you have to plan, you have to organize how will you summarize your information in 150 to 170 words. It should not go beyond that, otherwise you will not lose marks, but the thing is that you will waste your time. You have to complete the other task also. So we have to structurize or organize our data. Whatever is given in the picture, you have to report it. This is also known as report writing. So what is given in the picture, that has to be structurized properly. There will be few paragraphs. First paragraph would be introduction, where you have to paraphrase the statement, the question, whatever is whichever type of figure you have got. You have to paraphrase the question. Do not copy the same question on your answer sheet, otherwise your marks will be deducted. So after that there will be body paragraphs, 1 or 2 are more than sufficient. And one important thing that has to be followed is that overview should be included in the introduction paragraphs. On the very first paragraph would be introduction, where what you have to follow is second point, that is paraphrasing in introduction. You have to use synonyms, you have to modify the statement in your own words, and then you have to prepare your introductory paragraph. You don't have to copy down the same questions, otherwise your marks will be deducted. So for example, we have a line chart or a flow chart. Let's take an example of the flow chart. Assume it that the flow chart is the flow chart is showing the process of making tea or coffee. So in the very first paragraph you will write whatever statement given in your question, you have to paraphrase it in your own words. Don't copy down the question, paraphrase it in your own words using the synonyms, or you can modify the statement as you want. Then the third point, you have to include the overall features. What are the highlighting features in the whole task? That has to be included, and that has to come in the introductory paragraph only, or one line after the introductory paragraph. After that, there is the fourth point is correct data. Whatever information you summarize in your whole chart, it should be correct. Like the percentage is given 25% and you are writing 24, that is wrong, or 42, that is wrong. So correct data should be given in the task 1, otherwise your marks will be deducted. Sometimes the accurate data is not given, as in the line charts or bar graphs. Then what you can do is you can use around 25%. That is, it may be 25 or 24, so around 25%. But try give correct and accurate data in writing task 1. Then comes make comparisons. Now we have discussed the introductory paragraph. In the body paragraphs, that is body paragraph 1 and 2, you have to summarize the whole information. Whatever is given in the x-axis and y-axis, like in bar graphs, line charts, and then you have to summarize and make comparisons. If the information is comparative, you have to report it down. similar data, identical features or comparative features, dissimilarities, or you have to report it in the writing task 1 and in your body paragraphs. Then comes the word count. As I already told you that it should not be less than 150 words. Otherwise you will lose marks. So a good writing task 1 includes 150 to 160 or 65 words. That is quite enough, as we have to move on to another task 2 also. So word count matters in IELTS writing. Then you have to use correct vocabulary. As we know that there are several types of writing task 1s, that is flowchart, process, maps, and each of them have their own vocabulary. Like the vocabulary of line chart cannot be used in the process, or the vocabulary of a map cannot be used in a table. So we have to practice each and every type of question and learn the vocabulary of each and every type of task. So correct vocabulary should be put into the writing task 1. Ninth point is, don't use I, we, you or personal pronouns, as this is a report writing. We have just to report what we have seen. We don't have to give, and my point number 10 is also this, don't give reasons, conclusions, ideas, etc. Like you don't have to give your own opinions. You have to just summarize and compare the information. We don't use I, we, you, these kind of personal pronouns, or we don't give any reasons why the sale of this country is low. No, we don't need that conclusions or reasons. We just have to report what we have seen. Point number 11, correct tense should be there. Like we see in bar graphs or in line graphs, there are years given, time is given. Like I have given this in table 2005 and 2007. Let's assume that this is the sale of books in 3 countries, Canada, USA and UK, in 2005 and 2007. So the tense should change with the year. Like these both years are 2005 and 2007, so past tense will be used. So if there will be a future year, then 2025, then there will be future tense. If it's present, then we have to use the present tense. So correct tense has to be given in the writing task 1 according to the time. If no time is given, then you can use the present tense also. Point number 12, practice question types. So we have to practice different type of task 1s so as we can get familiar with the different type of questions that come in exam, and we have to follow all these things that have to be kept in mind while doing task 1. If you find this video useful, follow us on YouTube, Facebook page and Instagram, and share this video. Thank you.